4,445 pounds, a Rockwood 233S, back for its third adventure here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. We sold this when it was brand new to the original owners. We sold it to the second owners. The first folks just wanted something hard-sided. The second folks, basically the same thing. They only used it like 4 times. And both previous owners have done a great job of taking care of this thing. I have not found areas of concern on this RV. Like, as we go around, you're going to see that the tires, the skin, the decals, the bed ends, everything on this is in excellent, excellent shape. And this has become, I think, Rockwood's most popular pop-up. I know it's, not pop-up, hybrid camper. I know it's one of our most popular Rockwood hybrid campers and has been for years. Because you're towing a small, lightweight RV down the road. But you get, when you get to your destination, so much sleeping space. And with this big U-dinette slide, you also gain a very healthy amount of living space. And now, true to form with all Rockwoods, you'll find that like all of your windows are going to open for airflow, so the seating here in the slide gets excellent breezes. The dinette can fold down into like a 7-foot long bed that's, I think, 44 inches deep. So easily a single adult, maybe 2 adults if they're pretty familiar with one another. There is storage all the way under that. You can see how there are doors to access that dinette storage on the face of the cabinets, but the back bench, that would be a little trickier to get to. So Rockwood offers an outside compartment door to reach that. We have queen beds all the way around, 60 by 80 queens on every single mattress. They are all heated. And you can see how under that front mattress there's storage. You'll see that trend continued under all 3 beds. Rockwood's very good about utilizing every little nook and cranny they can, such as under this fold-down sleeper sofa, you can see cabinet doors. And just like the back of the dinette, there's an outside storage compartment door to get to that too. This was one of my favorite wood tones that Rockwood has ever offered, although I will say I've never seen Rockwood offer a decor package I didn't like. This was called the Hickory Wood package with those beautiful raised panel hardwood doors. You will find in Rockwood's hybrids, and this is still true today, they have max air vent fans both in the main living area of their roos as well as in the bathroom, and both of them have fantastic fan vent covers. This is a fully aluminum skeleton product, and it does still have central air. And you can actually see the dual ducted AC runs up here, and you can see how the LED lights are just doing their job. The TV is designed to be able to float inside or outside, and its positioning, although rather unconventional in the world of RVing, it's actually very, very effective because it faces the front bed very nicely as well as all of the living room seating. And back here in this corner, you have a handy little device charging station. But one of the things I like about it, as a parent who, I love my daughter to death, but sometimes she acts a little bit too much like her old man. And I have to take away some of her devices for a period. And this is a nice little spot where you can charge them up here and keep the little kiddos from getting to them if you need to, or if they just, you know, you're trying to get them outside and away from the devices. Bluetooth, DVD, stereo for entertainment purposes. And notice too, you've got that nice pantry space right there. And that's the thing, is that overhead TV position, a lot of people would say, yeah, but it's losing cabinet space. Actually, it's just moving cabinet space. Now, Rockwood does and has for a long time used the larger 22-inch ovens, but note also how they have recessed both the stove and the stovetop is recessed, but they added a full sink cover so that it can, give you more counter space when you need it. Matching the rest of the cabinetry, the refrigerator over here also has raised panel covers, but down below it, next to that converter box, you also have a handy battery disconnect switch. The side bed here is where this does vary from most hybrids that are just a typical front to back. But again, they are all 60 by 80 queens, and they do all have storage below them. Now, personal storage in a hybrid camper is tricky. Since the walls fold open, it's very hard to have spaces like closets, which is why I think the inclusion of this closet right here, albeit not the biggest thing you've ever seen, is worth its weight in gold. One of the things that I hear hybrid owners report with frequency is what they'll do is they'll put the kids here, and then they'll use like the foot air quote, foot of the bed for like duffel bags for the kids. Plus you've got all the space down here as well. Now the bathroom gets the job done pretty darn nicely. There is decent legroom in front of that toilet, which I think taller kids and mom and dad will appreciate. Once again, the better fan here in the bathroom for that superior airflow. And then a full shower surround and skylight gives you a little bit more headroom, and it does make keeping the shower clean and not having to take a towel to wipe down the walls a little simpler. And as always, Rockwood using those giant sinks so that adults can actually wash their hands too. As mentioned when we kicked off this little adventure, this thing is in darn nice shape. A lot of times when I get campers in this time of year, at the time of this filming, if you didn't happen to note the posting date, in the Midwest, this is when the snow is just starting to melt, and this thing is, the RV business around here is starting to, people are they're coming out of hibernation. The campers too, and usually the camper has a lot of storage dust on this. This thing's clean. Both people that have owned this have done just a remarkable job of taking great care of it. I'm very happy with what I'm seeing here. Power tongue jack on the front, power awning makes setting and braking camp simple and easy. Let me run right down the sidewall here. You can see how the skin, the decals, everything is still gleaming. Everything's in great shape. I'm not noticing any problems whatsoever between weather checking or funky wear patterns on the tires. So that means that the tires were kept protected from the sun. It also means that the RV was kept cleaned with regularity, as you will very obviously see from the bed end materials here. You can see that none of the soft side material is like stained up or anything. It never got put away wet and left to mold. This is how they're supposed to be done. Now, under that driver's side bed end, there is an outside utility shower, very handy for, I don't know, hosing off the kids, cleaning off the fish. Spare tire has never seen the light of day, so I hope you never need it, but God forbid you do. You've got a reliable spare tire there. And they really put just about the biggest awning on this thing they possibly could. Pardon my somewhat more than normal shoddy cam work. I'm trying not to trip over something under my feet here. Now that TV that we saw, it can dismount, and it can mount right out here. If you are interested, this does have outside grilling hookups, though I do not believe a grill is currently with the RV. In Rockwood Rue campers now, the grill is actually standard. Back when this was first built, they were not standard, and even if they were, whatever the case may have been, the fact remains that there does not appear to be a grill with this camper. So just keep that in mind. Then just little things like the double entry step and the gas strut on the entry door so it doesn't slam open in the breeze. Guys, if you're trying to get rid of a pop-up and make setup simpler, if you need to sleep a lot of people but you don't have a huge tow rating, this is your rig all day long right here. You know, you're not inheriting someone else's problems. It's a couple years old, so you're certainly not paying anywhere near the new RV price tag, but you're getting a nearly new camper. That's a cool combination of factors. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.